Okay, so we are on the first island, thinking about which of these sections we're going to do next. I didn't like this guy. I did pretty well at that high threat mission before, but that was only because I had that nice island of buildings, which worked really well with that new lightning mech skill. So I don't think I'm going to go into it, test my luck on another high threat mission just this second. Oh, I'm going to do defend the train. Defend the train is kind of fun. So that train will move across the map. If it takes one hit, it stops moving. If it takes a second hit, it's destroyed. So I get 1 star for each avoided hit on that train. It'll take 4 turns to move across the map. If it collides with anything or if it takes any damage, then I don't get that bonus objective. Okay, so this guy's covered in acid, so he takes double damage. Alright, my priorities have to be getting stuff out of the way of the train. Let's see what I can do with that. So my lightning shot does 2 damage, so even if I move this guy over and chain him, he's not going to get wiped out. Let's see, I could move him with the grapple tank and then use the rock thrower to take this guy out. That's probably a good idea. But I already can't do what I just wanted to because now that I've moved my rock throw here, if I chain lightning, I'm also going to do 2 damage to him, which would kill him. So chain lightning there, not helping me out. I don't have to move this guy though, because he's not attacking a building or the train, so I could focus on this dude. Yeah, I've inadvertently screwed myself over because now I don't have a way to do lightning damage to either of these guys without wiping out one of my own. So I'm just going to have to settle for the train and buildings not taking any damage. Or any mech damage for that matter. I did move someone over to block, so at least one of the enemies will not spawn next turn, so hopefully I won't get overwhelmed. Not a great first turn, though. Oh, yeah, see, I was hoping I could chain it without doing damage to the train, but the train does not count as a building. It counts as a piece on the field, so I can't shoot electricity through it without murdering it. So this might be a bit of a problem. This guy's attacking a mech, so low priority. Mantis is dangerous, so I can electrocute the Mantis. I can't touch this guy, and I can probably do something clever with my grapple tank and rock thrower to maybe wipe out this dude. Alright, Blast Scion is a priority. This guy is pretty low priority. This guy I've got to take out. I can't take him out with just a rock. I could throw a rock here to displace him up a space, which would be fine. Or, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, because I can't get my grapple tank close enough to do anything meaningful. Okay, so that move does mean I could take a grid damage here, which I think I just have to accept. I'm not sure what else I could do in this case. Even if I get over and electrocute him, that does not kill him because I only do 2 damage. And actually, if I go up next to him and electrocute him, and I somehow do kill him, that is going to just kill me right back because the Blast Scion effect is still active. Yeah, I could take a reset on that, but I'm not sure what I would have done differently. So I couldn't displace him. I couldn't kill him with anything I had available. I think that was my only way to move him, and the only space I could move him to. And yeah, I could block, but that would literally kill my best mech pilot. So that's just probably, I think, 1 grid damage is just going to have to be how this goes. Okay, and I get 1 more on this island before the mini-boss. Alright, this one looks relatively simple. Let's try this. Okay, so I'm going to do something fancier than I strictly need to do. So I can move this tank here to block. Pull this guy over so he's no longer attacking a city. Now, this mech would now normally take 2 damage, but I can use my rock thrower, put a rock here. So that does a few things for me. That blocks up this space, so nothing spawns there. It also will shift these 2 enemies. Now, that doesn't make much of a difference for this guy, but for this guy, he'll get shifted into a space being occupied by my mech. And when you shift 2 things into one another, they each take a damage. My mech can take that damage, but that same damage will kill him. And now, though I accepted a mech damage here, a mech damage here, and a further mech damage coming up by blocking this space, I'm pretty happy with that. So you can see blocking a space does not stop that enemy from spawning forever. It just stops him from spawning for a few minutes. So I can't afford to actually sit on that spaces anymore. I've kind of taken too much mech damage as it is. So first of all, let's just wipe this guy out. And now I can use a rock to block one of these spots, and then my tank should probably just back off and repair. See, now I'm really happy that I repaired that mech, because I can chain lightning a bunch of these things to death. So funny enough, if I just leave them to their own devices, one of them will kill the other one, which is kind of hilarious. I could also put a rock in there, which would knock one of them into the mountain and kill them. Then the other one would just attack the rock. But since that's going to be the outcome anyway, one of them being ending up dead, I may as well use my rock to block one of the remaining spawns. Alright, and this will be relatively straightforward to finish up, because I've done enough blocking that now at this late stage there's only 2 enemies on the field. Alright, so far this is going pretty well. I have a couple level ups, so let's see what that gives me. Okay, so she gets 2 more mech health, and he gets, grid defense. Okay, so there is a small probability that when a building gets hit, it will remain standing, and that's my grid defense. So when I take a shot at a civilian building, there's an 18% chance that shot won't count. Okay, and so I lose the other 3 regions, I don't get to do those, and now I have to face the mini-boss, which I think I will do next time.